Hi everybody, welcome back to the Astral Irma channel. I'm Jacob Angelakis. Today I'm going to be talking about chemtrails. I was driving from Maine to upstate New York this past week and I saw so many chemtrails I figured I'd do a video on it. This is a war that's being waged on us from the skies above. And although a lot of people have already been talking about this, I figured I would add my voice to the mix of dissent. The awareness around this problem has been spreading so much so that several U.S. states have recently moved to outlaw chemtrails, but framing it under legally geoengineering and weather modification. And as you will see, it is being used for that, but not only that. Tennessee was the first to pass a law in 2024 banning the release of chemicals into the atmosphere for climate control, followed by Florida and Louisiana with similar measures in 2025. Other states such as Kentucky, Iowa, even Vermont have introduced bills that would prohibit aerial chemical dispersion, though not all have been signed into law just yet. This wave of legislation reflects a growing movement at the state level to restrict or block atmospheric interventions that many of us can obviously see are taking place. This has moved from the realm of conspiracy theory into the realm of reality. So when you look up in the skies and you see these streaks above you, these white grids and trails, these are not just innocent jet exhausts. They are a scaffolding of a global control system laid bare for those who can still see. For decades, we have been told they are harmless condensation trails, but the evidence from off-world sources and insider testimony tells us a different story. Today, I'm going to walk you through what is really being sprayed over our head, and we're going to expose not only the chemtrail program, but also the Reptilian tanker operation behind it. Because according to William Tompkins, the Reptilian tankers are releasing 5 separate mind control gases, all designed to keep you asleep. This is not speculation. This is part of the disclosure, okay? According to Tigetan intelligence, normal aircraft do leave contrails, which are small, quickly dissipating ice crystals. But even modern aviation fuels have been weaponized. Additives like barium, graphene, and silicates have been quietly introduced. These materials do not simply fall to Earth, they linger, forming an electromagnetic medium that can be pulsed and programmed. The old HARP installation in Alaska was just a prototype. Now mobile HARP arrays ride on ships, aircrafts, and ground vehicles. They turn the entire sky into a living antenna. This is not just weather modification, it is consciousness modification. Think of the chemtrail lattice as the wiring of a circuit board. HARP is the current, and together they create an invisible grid over the entire populations. It's a programmable field designed to suppress your frequency, to suppress your clarity, and to suppress your connection to source in the field of consciousness. But the chemtrail lattice is only one layer. Above and beyond it, hidden beneath stealth fields, Reptilian-operated tanker craft cross our skies at low altitude. These are not standard planes. They are exotic cloaked vehicles operating at roughly 300 feet above ground level, releasing 5 distinct types of mind control gases. William Tompkins, a Navy insider and aerospace engineer, blew the whistle on this. He described photographs taken over Carlsbad and Oceanside in California. In one image, 5 separate plumes trailed the stealth tanker whose cloaking had glitched. For a brief moment, the entire operation was visible. These tankers follow a reoccurring schedule, hitting technologically active communities every few weeks. Their stealth technology is advanced, but one of the gases itself helps block human perception of the craft. Most people literally cannot see what is right in front of them. Each gas has a specific purpose. Together they form a chemical net that overlays the electromagnetic grid of the chemtrails. The first gas is perception suppression. This gas interferes with higher cognitive functions. It limits your ability to see beyond the obvious, to connect patterns, and to recognize the manipulation. The second gas is a memory blur. This compound interferes with short-term and long-term memory consolidation. People forget what they've seen, they lose the continuity of awareness. Even if they glimpse a tanker or a strange sky phenomenon, the impression fades. That's what this gas does. The third gas is emotional dampening. This one suppresses emotional resonance and empathy. It makes populations apathetic, less likely to question, less likely to rebel, and less likely to feel outrage. The fourth gas is a frequency disruptor. This gas scrambles the natural coherence between your biofield and your planetary field. It interferes with intuition, creativity, and your spiritual connection. Star seeds who operate at higher frequencies are the primary targets. The fifth gas is the cognitive veil. This final mist overlays a false calm. It creates the illusion that everything is normal, that nothing is happening here, while sovereignty is being chemically eroded. It is the anesthetic of a planetary surgery. Combined, these gases turn vibrant, multidimensional beings into docile, disconnected shells. A population that cannot mount an effective defense or even recognize the attack. You've seen the strange fibers falling from the sky, the so-called angel hair fibers. The Tigetan fighters returning from atmospheric missions have found these fibers clinging to their exhaust nozzles. Analysis reveals that many are graphene-based while others are inert borosilicates formed when the sprayed materials pass through sandy atmospheric layers. These fibers act like micro antennae, amplifying and sustaining frequencies pumped into our skies. They create a mesh between the chemical lattice, the chemtrail lattice, and the reptilian gases. It's a hybrid of physical and energetic technology that links your body directly to the control grid. This is not random pollution. This is a planetary scale technology designed to dull the senses, cloud the soul, and lock humanity inside an invisible frequency prison. So why would they go to such lengths? Because an awakened population is ungovernable. Okay? Starseeds in particular emit frequencies that destabilize the control grid. The reptilian intelligence behind this operation knows that its window is closing. As more people remember who they are, the grid weakens. These programs are not only about maintaining power on Earth, they're also about feeding an ancient off-world artificial intelligence that thrives on low vibration energy. The chemtrails, the gases, the frequencies, all of it is meant to keep you asleep long enough for the takeover to solidify. Think about the timing. Major population centers, research hubs, and spiritually active areas are sprayed more frequently. It is a war of innovation on consciousness, on evolution itself. But the program is failing. Every time you detoxify your body, you raise your vibration and connect to your higher self, you scramble their signal. The Tigetans stress this, okay? You cannot shoot down every tanker, but you can make your mind, your body, and your spirit an inhospitable terrain for their agenda. Awareness nullifies much of their power. The gases work on those who consent through ignorance. When you know what is being done, you refuse its frequency and it loses effectiveness. Detoxify your body from heavy metals and chemical residues. Ground yourself in nature. Meditate. Reclaim the energetic sovereignty. Okay? Connect with others who are awake. Every act of consciousness is a breach in their net. Look again at the skies. Those trails are not harmless. They are a silent war fought in the daylight. Chemtrails are the canvas. HARP is the brush, and the reptilian tankers are the hidden hand applying the strokes. You are the target, but you are also the key. And by seeing it, naming it, and refusing its frequency, you dismantle it. The moment enough of us awaken, the net collapses. This is the truth about chemtrails and the 5 gases. Not a conspiracy, not speculation. It's a coordinated, multi-dimensional assault and attack on our consciousness. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. It is time to reclaim your sky. It is time to reclaim your sovereignty. It is time to reclaim your mind. And it is time to reclaim your soul. Thank you for watching. I look forward to the next video.